All right, guys, welcome to the Daily Dose of Awesome, your 15 minutes of daily motivation, inspiration, education to help you get your day going strong. My name is Bob Clark. Some of you may know me, some of you may not. I saw a post in the Elite Marketing Pro page today that called me a pioneer of the Daily Dose of Awesome, and that makes me feel old. Pioneer sounds old, but it's true. Hey, Bill, how are you? It's true that I was, myself and Chef Katrina were the people who kind of got the Daily Dose of Awesome going. Hey, Jill, how are you? Quite a few years ago, Chef and I kind of brainstormed and put this thing together and kind of ran it for a few years, bringing in amazing people like Bill Pescasolido, who's on tonight, and other people as well. And people jumped in and were awesome in terms of just coming in and training our community and getting things off the ground. That was quite a few years ago, and I stepped away from it a couple of years ago to kind of build my own stuff up. And as you guys who are in Elite Marketing Pro know, probably the goal for Tim and Fernie and the gang are to educate you and get you, to the point where you can go out on your own and make things happen in your own business. And that's exactly what I did a few years ago. So I stepped away a little bit from Daily Dose of Awesome, but I've been wanting to get back for a while, and I was talking to Chef Katrina about it and Fernie, and they urged me to come back on the Daily Dose of Awesome on a occasional basis, just to kind of give back to you guys what I've learned, and maybe that will be some use for you. So I got a lot of people on here today. Wow, this is awesome. Back in the day when we first did this, guys, it was on a free conference call line. So I basically jump on the phone, didn't matter what I wore, and I could do anything I wanted to. So I could have a raggy T-shirt or no shirt, or it didn't matter. Now I got to kind of dress up a little bit because now we're live and you guys can see me, so I have to be a little bit more presentable. But this is an awesome platform, and super congratulations to JT and the guys and everybody who's involved with the Daily Dose of Awesome now on a regular basis. They've taken what I and Chef Katrina started, and they've blown it up, and they've made it incredible for you guys in the Elite Marketing Pro community. So I hope you guys appreciate all they do for you. And they are just amazing. So love them to death. Guys, today I want to talk to you about how to make success inevitable in your business. Right? That's a big claim, right? That's kind of a big claim. I didn't make that title up. I got that title from a training from Mr. Ray Higdon, who many of you guys know. And I just thought it was a very, very cool and kind of bold statement, right? Bold statement. And when you're going to succeed in business, you got to be bold. You can't be wishy-washy on the sidelines. You got to be bold. So I came in here, and that's my goal for today, is to show you in brief time, 15, 20 minutes, how you can make success inevitable in your business and in your life too. That's okay with you guys. If that's good, that's a good topic for tonight. Give me a hell yeah or a yay or drop a one or whatever you guys do on these things. Technology is not always my friend, guys, so I will do the best I can on here. Hopefully nothing breaks, because if it breaks, I don't know how to fix it. So, all right. So it looks like people are awesome. They're ready to go. So let's go. How to make success inevitable in your business. Welcome to the EMP members. Welcome to guests. Welcome people here on live. Welcome people on recording. Let's buckle up. Okay, let's buckle up and get down to it. Okay, if nothing else for today, I want you to, I made some notes here, guys, because I'm getting older now and I don't trust my memory anymore. I want you to take away with you one thing for today, if nothing else, okay? You are where you are today. You are where you are today right now because of the habits and routines that you developed over the years, okay? Physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, in your relationships, in your business. You are where you are today because of the habits and routines that you developed in the past. Okay, that's kind of a in-your-face kind of statement, I know, but it's so true that I just need you guys to internalize that and to get that. Okay, you are where you are right now because of all your habits and your routines that you developed in the past. Okay, if you're overweight, like I am, a little bit overweight, right? You are where you are today because of your eating habits that you developed and your lack of exercise habits. That's why you are where you are. Okay, if your relationships aren't great, you're there because you probably developed some bad habits over the years in dealing with your spouse or your significant other or friends in your life, right? In your business, you are where you are today. If you've been in it for longer than 6 months, you are where you are today because of the habits and routines that you've picked up along the way. All right. So first, if anything else, just get that. That's the biggest thing. Become aware of that. The top earners that you know, the leaders that you know, Fernie, Ray, Tim Irway, Chef Katrina, Bill Pescaslido's here, and his wife, Michelle. Everybody, all the top leaders. If you were to get them in a room and ask them about their daily routine, right, or their habits, you would soon find out that they're not where they are because of luck. Okay, they're not where they are because they're super smart. They're there because of their habits and routines that they've nailed and they've gotten on a regular basis. Okay, that's just the truth. You can ask any of them. Bill's here. Ask Bill. He'll tell you. All right, guys, your habits will dictate your success, flat out. Okay, it's not your IQ. It's not how much money you have. Okay, it's not how many friends you have on Facebook. It's not any of that. It's your habits will dictate your results. And at the end of today, I'm going to give you kind of the roadmap to building a rock solid daily routine and daily habits that will make success inevitable. So make sure you watch to the end. Okay, so before I start with that, let me talk about some bad habits that I've seen. Nicole says practice makes progress. Yes, I'm trying to read your guys' comments. You're making some great comments here. Awesome engagement. I love this. I love being able to see your engagement here. It's awesome. Much better than the phone. So let me talk about some bad habits that I've seen people kind of develop in their business that is not serving them. Okay, and I'll be the first to admit that I had some of these bad habits. That's how I know about them. All right. Number one is doing easy stuff first. Okay. I will make this statement here, and I think it's true, that the easy stuff to do on your to-do list is rarely the stuff that will make you money. I might be wrong sometimes, but in general, the easy stuff is not the stuff that will bring money into your bank account. Yet, we all tend to do the easy stuff first because it's easy, right? And we feel accomplished because we knocked it off our to-do list, checked it off, we feel great, but no money came in. Okay, no results came in. It was just easy. And we did it, right? That's number one. Next, people become webinar or training addicts, all right? I love webinars. I love to learn. I'm a constant learner. But the reality is that sometimes people take that way to the extreme. And I did that. When I first came on, I'm an educator. I love to learn too. And I would get on webinars every night that I was working on my business, every night. And I'd take copious notes. I have mounds of notes here from webinars of the past. Yet I didn't do anything with these notes. I didn't do anything with this knowledge, and I became like an addict of webinars. And I'd get off the webinar, and my wife would be in bed, and I'd say, "Hey, look what I learned today," and she'd be like, "Did you make money?" I'd be like, "No." All right, webinars. Be careful of that. I'm not saying don't attend webinars, but make sure you act on the information that you. Well, somebody gave me an angry face. Wow, that's cool. Give me some hearts, guys. I gotta get past those angry faces. That's awesome too. Thanks, guys. Number three, chasing the next best thing. Okay, shiny objects, yes, but I'm talking about people who jump from like program to program or offer to offer, looking for that one thing that's going to make it. Okay, that's just something that does not jive when you're trying to succeed online. Okay, it may seem like it. It may seem like the logical thing because something's not working. Okay, maybe this will work. But that's not what's going on, okay? It's not why you're not succeeding. Number four, this is a big one, okay? Having no plan, okay? I'll tell you a little story. I used to come home from work. Okay, for those of you guys who don't know me, I am a healthcare professional. I've helped run an infertility center here in New York for the last 20 years. I've done this all my life. That's my profession, and I love it, and I built my business on the side since 2009. And that's kind of how I branded myself as someone who can help those who are building their business on limited time. Okay. When I used to come home from work, there were a lot of times I would sit down on my computer. I'd have from let's say 7 to 9 to work on my business. Okay. And I'd sit down at 7 o'clock, all geared up, turn the computer on and sit there and think, I don't have a plan. What should I do? What should I do first? That makes sense. That is the worst thing you can do, guys. You got to have a plan when you're sitting down at your computer. The worst thing to do is to sit there and say, what should I do first? Okay, you ought to know exactly what you're going to do for your business before you sit down at your computer. And lastly, the other bad habit I see is people trying to do it all by themselves. Okay, that's why you're part of why you're here, right? I mean, it's a great community. It's a wonderful place to help each other, to feedback, to be accountable. Excuse me. You can't do it alone. You have to have help with this. And I'm glad you're here because you're in a really good place. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how to make success inevitable. Let me give you a few concepts first. Okay, number one, and you guys might cringe at this, but I have found it to be so true. Okay, there is no lack of time. There's only lack of focus. Ouch, right? There is no lack of time. There's only lack of focus. I've trained a lot of people who are part-time. I've trained a lot of people who are really busy. And I've yet to meet one person who truly did not have enough time to build their business. Now, they may not have enough time to totally blow it up. I get that. Okay, but to actually grow their business, I've never met anybody who doesn't have enough time. Okay, it always comes from a lack of focus. Okay, don't gear your habits and your routines trying to be like somebody else. Okay, I used to kiddingly say I want to be like Ray Higdon when I grow up, right? And it was partially a joke, but partially is I just love the success he's had, and I wanted to have the same. But you can't. You can't be the next Fernie. You can't be the next chef. You can't be the next Ray or Kate McShay or Bill Pescatelito. You can't be the next of those people. You have to be your version of that. Okay, so don't get so tied into wanting to be somebody, but you want to be yourself, okay? And maybe you want to institute some of their habits and stuff, but you don't want to be them per se. And thirdly, you must plant your flag. Okay, I made some reference before about how people jump from thing to thing, all right? At some point, you got to plant your flag somewhere and say, okay, this is where I'm growing my business. Hopefully you planted your flag here at Elite Marketing Pro. Maybe you planted your flag in your MLM business. Fantastic. Plant your flag. Get to work. It's not because you need to jump ship all the time, okay? Occasionally that's true, but usually it's because you just need to get to work. So plant your flag. Okay, let me give you 5 tips to create better habits in your life, in your business and your life. Okay, this will help you. Number 1, make it easy. Okay, put success in your way. I don't know who said that first. I'm not positive. I think it might have been Darren Hardy, where I heard that first. Put success in your way, meaning, make it easy. All right. When you're going to sit down at your computer, have everything planned out. Have a list, right? Have it planned out what you're going to do. If you want to start working out more, okay, and you're going to run every morning, put your workout clothes out the night before. Put your sneakers right by the door, right? Put everything there so you don't have to go searching. You don't want to give yourself any excuse for not working, right? Number 2, think addition and not subtraction. Okay, and a lot of people, when they're trying to build a new habit, they have to give up something, right? Maybe you're giving up the cheese doodles, right? Maybe you're giving up, I don't know, your favorite TV shows. Instead of thinking of subtraction, think of what you're gaining from that, right? Think of the addition to your life. Think of the healthy eating. What's that doing inside your body, right? Think about the time that you're not spending watching that TV show, not watching Netflix, but instead, driving into your business. Think about that and how much it's adding to your life. Number 3 is call in reinforcements. Okay, we're talking about tips to build better habits. Number 3, call in reinforcements. Okay, call in reinforcements, meaning, again, you can't do it alone. Your spouse, your significant other, somebody in the EMP community, somebody on online, maybe Facebook. Become an accountability partner. Become a running buddy, we used to call it. Somebody to help you get through the tough times, right? You need that. You cannot do it alone. Number 4, this is big. Celebrate the wins, no matter how small. Okay, I've always been bad about celebrating wins. I hit something and I want to move on to the next, and I forget to celebrate. Okay, don't forget to celebrate your first lead. Don't forget to celebrate your first sale. The first time you did a Facebook Live. The first time you got your ad running and it was approved. The first time you got up the nerve to talk to somebody about your business. Celebrate those small wins. It's super important to push you forward. And lastly is stay ahead of the process. And by that, I mean, understand you're going to slip. understand you're going to move back a little bit. It's human nature to kind of go back to the comfortable. I get that. I know that. And understand that's going to happen. And don't beat yourself up about it, but understand that, hey, I'm going to experience this and I'm going to move forward anyway. And it is what it is. Okay. So those are 5 tips to help you create better habits. So let's get into it. Now we're running a little short on time. So let's get into it. All right. How are you going to build rock solid habits so that success is inevitable? How do you do that? Here I'm going to introduce the topic to you, and most of you guys probably know it already, that your DMO, your daily method of operation, okay? All of your habits, all of your routines are derived from your daily method of operation, okay? So your DMO is first, then comes your habits and routines. So the first step in creating rock solid habits is to create a rock solid DMO, all right? That's just the way it is. So let me tell you maybe I'll share what mine is, if that's okay with you, and then we can talk about what yours could be. For any business model, and this is currently my DMO, and it's for pretty much any business model I can think of. If you have a daily method of operation of 3 things, you will make success inevitable in your business. Okay, and those 3 things are this. Number 1, meeting new people. Okay, meeting new people, building relationships. Okay. Increasing your audience, if you will, just building relationships, meeting new people. That's number 1. Number 2 is you want to increase your exposure, creating content. Okay, creating content. So meeting new people, creating content, and the last one would be working on your personal development daily. Okay, those 3 things. If you do those 3 things, guys, you will make success inevitable. Okay, now it's easier said than done, right? Meeting new people. So how many? What do you do? How much content? How much time? All right. I know you guys are all thinking about this. You're probably thinking, I don't have much time. What do I do? So I thought what I could do is talk to you about like a typical DMO that I think works for a full-timer and then a part-timer. So for someone who's full-time in their business, who works on their business full-time, you might have a DMO that looks like this. Okay. I'm going to meet 10 to 20 people a day. And that includes meeting new people and continuing relationships from people you've already met, okay? 10 to 20 a day. I'm going to create 1 piece of content a day, video, blog post, Facebook Live, even a social media update, although I'm not crazy about that because, that doesn't really stick around very long. But in a pinch, that counts, okay? Your goal here is to put yourself out there on a regular basis so people know your face, right? You're not just building a company, you're building yourself, you're building your brand. And then 30 minutes of mindset. Okay, so 10 to 20 a day, 10 to 20 people a day, 1 piece of content a day, and personal development 30 minutes. If you did that, you will make success inevitable. Not today, not tomorrow, maybe not in a week. Depends on your previous, how long you've been doing this, and how bad your habits were. But if you do that on a regular basis, you will see success in your business. I guarantee you. Okay, what about if you're part-time? What about if you're part-time and maybe you only have 1 to 2 hours a day? Okay. This would maybe, here's where I tell people that I train, especially, maybe you don't want to focus on daily, maybe you want to focus on weekly. Because daily, when you're part-time, daily routines can get in your head, especially if you can't hit them. Let's face it, guys, life gets in the way sometimes, right? Maybe your job blew up on you and you're there for 16 hours. Maybe your kids are all sick. Life gets in the way. Right? It just happens. And there are days when you can't hit your DMO. So what do? I like to tell people, okay, focus on weekly rather than daily. Okay, so a weekly routine for a part-timer might be, okay, I'm going to meet 25 people this week. Okay, I'm going to meet 25 new people this week. I'm going to create content 3 times during the week. Okay, and I'm going to do mindset daily. You can always do mindset, guys. Mindset's something you can do in the car. You can do a lunch hour. You can always fit that in. There's really no reason not to get 30 minutes of mindset training in for a day. But in terms of other stuff, you might want to go weekly, okay? 25 a week, people, 3 times content and your personal development. Now, what I don't recommend is waiting until Sunday night, the last day of the week, to meet your 25 people, okay? You want to try to keep fairly constant during the week as much as you can. But sometimes weekly takes off the edge, the guilt of not hitting it. Okay, so that's what I would kind of recommend for a part-timer. So now you have your full-time and your part-time. Either of these, if you do this, success will be inevitable in your business. I guarantee you. Okay, now, one last thing before I leave you. What about the days, right? Or the weeks even, where life gets so crazy. Let's say you only have 15 to 30 minutes max to work on your business. There's no way you can meet all those people, and there's no way you can do a piece of content and do your personal development when you have 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes to work on your business, right? Any of you guys ever feel that way? Any of you guys ever have those days where you feel like, oh crap, I just don't have the time. Everything's happening. I'm sure you do. I see a lot of hearts. So what do you do in those days? Last concept I want to introduce to you today before we hang up here is your money task. I call it the money task. Okay, I call it a lot of different things, but it's that one task in your business that gives you the greatest chance to get a result. The result could be making money. The result could be generating a lead. Whatever the result is you want. What is that one thing, that one activity that when you do it gives you the best chance of hitting your result? Okay, that is the thing that should always be number one in your DMO. Okay, and it's not going to be the easy thing. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay, it should be the number one thing that on the top of your list of your DMO, your money task, your money activity. Okay, for a network marketer, that money activity is always going to be prospecting. It's always going to be meeting new people out there, getting out there either offline, online, and getting people to your presentation. That is your money task if you're a network marketer. Okay, hands down. If you're not, if you're like an online marketer, maybe an affiliate marketer, your money task will be different. Your money task might be to getting yourself out there, to making an offer to an audience. Maybe you do a piece of content and make an offer at the end. That could be your money task. Okay, it could be different depending on what your business model is, but it's always going to be the thing that gives you the best chance of getting a result. Okay, so understand, sit for a minute today and understand, what is my money task? Okay, and when you're constructing your DMO today, and I'd like you to do this if you've never done it. Okay, list out 3 things for your DMO today, your daily method of operation. Okay, things that you can hit on a regular basis. Maybe not 100% of the time, but at least 80% of the time. Number 1 on that list should be your money activity, your money task. And then number 2 and 3 can be varying depending on what you want to get done. Okay, so what I'd like you to do when you get off here is sit for a while, think about this. Think about what your money task is, and create a DMO for yourself and post it in the group. Post it in the EMP group, and let's see if we can get some stuff going here about your DMO, some discussion, and I'll jump in and help you guys out as well. I think that'd be worthwhile. So you guys get value from this. This is cool. I think this is something that will really help you guys going forward. And understanding, don't forget the first concept I talked about, is that your habits and routines will dictate your results. Okay, it always is. It's always going to be that way. So there you have it. So hope you guys enjoyed it today. Please go in and comment in the Daily Dose of Awesome if you liked it. Let me know so I know. Comment in the EMP group. And I really love being here today, guys. I love this. I'm going to come back if it's okay with you. I'd like to come back on a regular basis, maybe once a month or twice a month or so, and just give you guys stuff that I've learned, because EMP helped me so much to vault my business. Okay, it's the stuff I learned in Elite Marketing Pro helped me to vault my own brand and my own strategies and my own ads for my stuff. And I want to give that back now to you guys, because EMP is such a near and dear part of my heart. Fernie, Tim, Matt Crystal, Chef Katrina, everybody involved in EMP. I'm so close to all those guys because they really were pivotal in helping me create my success. And I hope you guys know that you are in such a great place right now being here, and I hope you appreciate it, because these guys know what they're doing. And if you just follow what they tell you, that's another way you can make success inevitable. It's just follow what they're telling you. Guys, thank you so much for putting up with me today. Enjoyed being here. Hope you got value from it. And I will see you again on the next Daily Dose of Awesome that I'm on. Take care. Bye-bye.